Brett Miller.
Eddy
Welcome to the
Echo.
Eddy Echo Show.
Dude, hello. Thanks for having me.
Man,
This is a pleasure, actually.
I've learned a lot watching you play piano over the last year and a half that I've known you. And you were first on the list, and I even gave up the keyboard for you right now. So I'm just going to sit and watch today.
And I would do the same for you, if I had my show.
Well, today this is the Brett Miller Show. So let's start with the song right away. Let's jump right in.
Yeah?
Yeah, break the ice for me, man.
Sure. Okay. So this one's called Eye to Eye. Let's do this one, actually. I can't sleep, tossing and turning, trying not to wake you. You're beautiful, first thing in the morning. I don't know why I ever try to change you. All of the wars that we started, trying to figure out who's got control of the power out of the two of us. Baby, none of it matters. No, none of it matters. No, we don't need to see eye to eye. Yeah, as long as we keep each other's hearts in mind. And I'll be wrong a million times, as long as I still have you here by my side. I don't wanna see where it ends up, sleeping on the couch cause I just messed up. Feel a bit colder without your touch. It ain't worth missing on your love, no. No, we don't need to see eye to eye, as long as we keep each other's hearts in mind. It's just me, alone in the silence, with you on the covers. Yeah, I start to discover all of the wars that we started, trying to figure out who's got control of the power out of the two of us. Baby, yeah, none of it matters. No, none of it matters. No, we don't need to see eye to eye, as long as we keep each other's hearts in mind. And I'll be wrong a million times, as long as I still have you here by my side. I don't wanna see where it ends up, sleeping on the couch cause I just messed up. Feel a bit colder without your touch. It ain't worth missing on your love, no. No, we don't need to see eye to eye, as long as we keep each other's hearts in mind. Hearts in mind, yeah. Ooh, oh, yeah. No, we don't need to see eye to eye, as long as we keep each other's hearts in mind. I'll be wrong a million times, as long as I still have you here by my side. Hey, it ain't worth missing on your love, no. No, we don't need to see eye to eye. Hearts in mind. No, oh yeah. Hearts in my eye, hey, oh, hearts in mine.
Brett Miller. Man, that's beautiful. Thank you for jumping right into it, because
Yeah.
I feel like I love how I was like, okay, jump into a song, and all we need to hear is the title, Eye to Eye.
Yeah,
And
I'll match your energy, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I think like when you hear a title like that about a song, Eye to Eye, that could mean a lot of things. And
Yeah.
and titles are a very important part of songwriting, that often overlooked, but often
Often.
also simplified
Agreed.
too much.
Yeah, how many
sometimes.
songs called
Yeah.
Home can we hear?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
Eye
not
to
to
Eye-
knock it, because there are obviously I know some great songs named Home, but like
Yeah.
maybe it could have been called something different.
But when you hear eye to eye, it could mean like you're getting
Yeah.
eye to eye on a fight, or it could mean you could agree eye to eye. Or it
Yeah.
could be a respect thing, which it sounds like in that. We
So
don't need to
yeah.
fight. We don't need to push or pull.
We don't
or-
need to see eye to eye, so it's like accepting the fact, just using the what eye to eye can symbolize, all those entendres many different ways, and just like, okay, pick one and then bounce an entire situation out of it.
Yeah,
you know?
so speaking of eyes, the all-seeing eye. So let's get into the Illuminati.
Good. I was sorry. All right,
No,
let's
I'm
hope
just kidding.
so.
There's enough of that on the internet. We're good. We're good.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it?
So,
All
okay. So, what do you want to jump into another original maybe, and then we'll talk more about
Yeah.
that. Tell
Let's
me
see
about
here.
this one. Open this one.
Tell you about this one?
Mm-hmm.
So, eye to eye, yeah, no, I mean, a lot was based off of relationships. A lot of my songs have been about women. No surprise.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually have a song called, like, what would have been called Home, but I named it something different. So I like to get outside the boundaries a little bit. For this one, I was in the middle of a relationship, and arguing was taking place from time and time again. But we always would salvage the relationship and be like, what were we fighting about? Why was that? Even though it was doomed to repeat itself. But coming back as a reminder, we don't need to see eye to eye, as long as we have each other's hearts and minds. It's just, it had a message. And the people that I wrote it with kind of brought that truth that was current at that moment or that week or whatever and brought it out of me. And it's like, okay, we'll bounce off of that and create a little bit of that, I can't sleep, that situation. Like, you're beautiful first thing in the morning. Like, that's, that was that moment. That was those moments. But it's a timeless song for me. And that's, once I wrote that, it sort of was like the centerpiece of what I was going to bounce off of. Because it's a little bit of an older track.
All right, let's jump to another one. So,
Yeah.
play me something that is maybe newer or coming up, if you can.
Yeah.
I know you've been you said you were switching up with an older project that you've now been focusing on again.
Yeah, like I released a lot of music in like 2021, a lot of music, and it was really in collaboration with a producer that I may be going separate ways from, but bringing back to even previous projects before that, where do we go from here? And that's what I'm basing. So I'll play something from that project. It's called Fire Escape, and this is sort of also where I'm going musically in 2023. So this one's called Fire Escape. Put this in E-piano, huh? How about it?
Yeah. Welcome to the Eddy Echo Show.
I'm falling away. I'm feeling it now. It's always the same. I'm missing your face. And all of the way you show me your love, come here right now. I need you to stay. I need you to say I'm safe and sound. Oh, every day the river's flowing by, and I think about you every single night. Yeah, looking back on the story of my life, in the best of times, you're standing by my side. Ooh, heavy days round the corner, I'll carry mine and carry all of yours. When heaven's gates out of order, in the hardest times, you'll always be the cure, and I can never ask for more. Hey, hey, and I can never ask for more. Lying awake with all of these words and all of these thoughts and all my mistakes, thinking of nights on your fire escape. I need you now. My window is closed, girl, it's so cold in our hometown. 'Cause I once tried to find myself inside, but my lies lying next to me that night. Yeah, when I held your body underneath the sky, oh, I found what I was missing in my life. Ooh, heavy days round the corner, I'll carry mine and carry all of yours. When heaven's gates out of order, in the hardest times, you'll always be the cure, and I can never ask for more. Hey, and I can never ask for more. Oh, yeah. corner. When heaven's gates out of order. Ooh, I once let a moment pass me by. We were standing in the rain on 59th when you told me this was not goodbye. I'll be there even when I'm out of sight.
All right, brother. Amazing.
Thanks,
So,
bro.
I
love playing that one live.
you really are that guy. Like anybody hearing it, a lot of people will probably see the picture of the guy in the smoky piano bar playing in the back, and the reason you sound like that is because you are that guy.
Yeah.
So tell me about playing live and your time in New York and the gigs you were doing there, and now what you do in Florida.
Yeah, so we're here in Nashville, but I don't live in Nashville, although I like coming up here all the time, especially, to come hang with you all. And so now I live in South Florida, but before that, I was in New York City. And I was continuing the performance career I had going. I'm doing entertainment, like restaurants and private events, just getting entangled in the performance scene, which eventually led to meeting songwriters, meeting other influencers, meeting other producers that, every project I've gone through.
Working
like
musicians.
Next chapter. I mentioned, a producer I might be splitting ways, but before that I split ways with other producers that I made good stuff with and then just carry on to the next thing. And sometimes it's location-based, like being in New York, and now I'm not there, so I got to do something new in South Florida, which, the performance scene is booming.
South Florida's booming.
You got to come visit me, bro.
Dude, I really do.
Especially in the wintertime.
I have some family down there.
I haven't worn a jacket in like...
Shout out Del Rey.
Delray, yeah, Delray's on fire right now.
East Florida for life.
I got Fort Lauderdale, and then Miami, of course, and Palm Beach.
And you went to school in Orlando, I know.
Yeah.
But in Florida currently, you've been doing a lot of private events. You play in Miami at the bars there, and what's some of the most requested songs of this last year?
Well, they could be even predictable. Piano Man still retains as king, but I would say like some Journey, Tennessee Whiskey. That one gets promoted or asked for a lot, and then like some stuff that I'm not even that good with, like Barbra Streisand gets. I'm like, I don't. That's not my wheelhouse.
So what kind of music did you grow up on then? Like, what did you first start playing?
I did grow up on Billy Joel.
Okay.
But I don't. Piano Man's probably one of my least favorites.
Do you think you could play like a little bit of a Billy Joel song? You don't have to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we're gonna figure out if we can even use it because we're still figuring out how we're gonna work. But what about By the way, no auto tune on this show. All those harmonies. I was trying. I actually could.
No, you were there. We had it. It was a nice blend.
I grew up singing second soprano in the Philadelphia Boys Choir, so that's usually where
that was before your homies dropped. You know
exactly. It was. It was way back in the day. West Philadelphia, little boys choir.
Yeah.
People from all over different backgrounds, and
Are you serious, soprano? Because I was alto.
Where? This was when I was like 8 years old. Or whatever it was. But yeah, so how'd you get started in music, and what led you to the piano particularly?
So, I listened honestly, I was listening to greatest hits albums in my parents' cars, all of them, not just Billy Joel, but like the Eagles and Gloria Estefan, and like piano I was like, I want to play like that. So Billy Joel, but my mom was a professional singer growing up, and though I may not think that that's hereditary, I certainly was influenced because I was a kid watching her on stage and like was asking to be on stage, and she would appease me by giving me a tambourine and like tucking me in a corner. But like I was looking, I'm like on stage, and I was like, I want to do stuff like that. And so piano was taking off. I only started when I was 11, but switched teachers up a couple times, and I was learning how to like play any song, chord progressions, and my teacher was aware that I could sing, so she was like, why don't we try to infuse this? And this is like 12, 13, 14, and like
good. Hey, those good teachers out there. Thank you.
Yeah. No.
But to the bad teachers, go. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I had good and bad.
Even in high school, even your boys choir, like those are influences. If they feed you the right encouragement and stuff like that, people just continue. And I'm blessed to have a lot of people say like, great job, or like even my mom saying like, that's good, but you could do better. Like all those, that's helpful feedback, and like, here we are today, and like,
Dude, I love when you come up to Nashville, man. It's always
I love being here, man.
I know it's always kind of like a last minute thing. You get up here when you can, but you you just fit right in with everyone and you know everyone.
It's very refreshing to be around other like creators in that sense because Florida's good and I maybe haven't found the circle.
But you get your money in Florida though.
Sure, but I want to find the circle there. But like coming up here and like
the best gigs are outside of Nashville.
Collaborating with other writers and understanding song meaning and stuff like that. Like that's like that's everything, man. So if I can get the best of both worlds in both places, like there's no reason why I can't keep coming up here. So.
Absolutely. So what's next for you? What's the next?
Well, I do want to make new music. I'm making changes in the personnel, as we call it, right? So I'm just learning. I'm skill building on a lot of new fronts, but I'm very hip hop influenced and R&B and working my voice go.
I'll bet you meet a lot of people in Florida too, of different backgrounds.
Totally. And they request different songs when I'm at a gig. So it's like I'll get like Mario, Neo, Luther, but then I'll get like Frank Sinatra, Billy Joel, Elton John, and then sometimes even like Maroon 5, Coldplay, even some of the new stuff, So it's always a mix. But yeah, I meet a lot of great people there. But when I'm up here in Nashville, I play more guitar.
Right, I like writing on the guitar more actually.
It's
a little easier.
Yeah, you think it's easier?
In a way, yeah. So let's do. You have the guitar right set up?
Yeah,
let's get one song on the guitar, and then we'll we'll go get some food.
Yeah. Out of the way here. We don't need the strap.
How long did you start playing piano first?
So piano was at 11, now I'm 30. So it's been almost 20 years. But guitar came nearly a decade later, like when I was like 19, 20.
Sweet.
And I love it, but I always lean on piano. But
me too.
Writing is an entirely different experience on guitar. So I'd like to do more of it. And so this one, I'll put the strap in anyway. This one's called Heaven. And
you're playing. Wait, is it lefty?
I'm lefty. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to
lefty.
To the lefties out there.
Whoa, some genetic mutations going on here. Or just a preference, actually. I guess.
I wish it was just.
It's funny how it's like.
Because I can't pick up any guitar. Like I can't mirror it. So I have to bring my own.
Yeah.
It's okay. You know what that's like.
Yeah. No, I don't. But yeah. Jimi Hendrix knows what.
Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. Well, yeah, he makes the most out of it. He flips the righty, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So. Are we good for it?
All right, yeah, let's play one more and close it out.
This one's called Heaven, and a little it's about the best lyric in it, I would say, or the one that tells it the most is "Got to get out of your own way," which is like lose all your inhibitions and just stop criticizing yourself and create your own heaven. Here we go. Why am I scared to show my cards? To stumble down the boulevard, let the words flow from my heart. And all of the years speaking to myself has made me into someone else, a stranger to play the part. Oh, but I need to get out on my own way, baby. My head's getting far too hazy, and I don't know which way to go. But I need to get out on my own way right now. I can figure it out on the way down, that I can't keep on lying to myself. For just 1 second I can imagine a life living no regrets, full of magic, nothing tragic. 'Cause I never forget that the world would try to shut me down, but I only lose if I let it. Now that's what I call heaven. One day I'll realize, when I'm feeling paralyzed, that my mind's in disguise as a hero. There's probably not another way to rise up from this place, only one way to go. But first I gotta get out on my own way, baby. My head's getting far too hazy, and I don't know which way to go. But I need to get out on my own way right now. I can figure it out on the way down. But I can't keep on lying to myself. For just 1 second I can imagine a life lived with no regrets, full of magic, nothing tragic. Cause I never forget that the world would try to shut me down, but I only lose if I let it. Now that's what I call heaven. Only one way, there's only one way to go. Only one way, how was I to know? Only one way, there's only one way to go. Only one way, how was I to know? For just 1 second I can imagine a life lived with no regrets, full of magic, nothing tragic. Cause I never forget that the world will try to shut me down, but I only lose if I let it. Now that's what I call heaven.
All right, Brett Miller. Let's hear it for Brett Miller, people. Clap, 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 clap,
Snap,
clap.
snap, snap.
Yeah.
Clap, clap.
So I love how you manipulate your vowels, and they kind of like when you hold them out, they kind of like morph.
Yeah.
Is that something that you do on purpose, or is it just like a habit?
Yeah, well, you would understand that, you know, it changes the tone. So depending on the instrument, sometimes if you spread the vowel or tuck in the vowel, it might harmonize or resonate better with the instrument. So sometimes ahs instead of e's, you know, ah instead of ah, you know, anything spread where you how you normally talk it, sometimes it's more of an ah instead of an I.
Yeah.
You know, so that blends in.
Even on one of the songs earlier, you said happiness, and you said it in a way that was like happiness.
Yeah.
Like I noticed, but like when it's the things that you
choral
learn.
Technique, right?
Yeah, it is.
You know, I learned it from being in ensembles in college. That like, you know, and I may not do it like that.
And you can hear it when
like,
people sing in other languages.
Yeah.
If you listen, like the way that they like, it's like the same. You find that pure vowel, or yeah.
Especially some of the female singers that sing the high notes. Sometimes they have to have like a spread out in order to hit the notes, like you know, Whitney Houston or something like that. Like, I wanna dance with somebody.
Yeah, learning all the tricks, man. So you're one of the best vocalists I know. No joke.
Dude,
I mean, you kill it. I love working with you.
Man.
I love when you come up, and I know we did some other video stuff together, and yeah. So tell the people where they can find you and.
Yeah.
What you're working on.
Again, it's Brett Miller, Brett with 2 T's, and all my socials are the same. It's under Brett Miller Live anywhere you go, and on Spotify, YouTube, anywhere Brett Miller. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you having me, and this has been so much fun, and I wish you the best of luck going forward with the show. I know it's going to be amazing.
We're just going to get it rolling, man.
Yeah, keep it going.
That's it. So this has been the Eddy Echo Show. I'm your host, Eddy Echo. This show has not been sponsored by anyone, but we're going to have some exciting new sponsors to announce in the beginning of the second season, which we're getting started on, and we're going to be live streaming every week. So thank you, guys. This has been Brett Miller, and my name's Eddy Echo.